Today we're going to talk about the dream bikes, what makes it a dream bike, and our alternative to the dream bike. Let's ride! What's the definition of a dream bike? It may be your, I don't know, childhood idol rode that bike. Maybe you've raced and the first victory was on that brand. I don't know, maybe it can be some family time. Whatever it is for you, that may be your dream brand and so forth. First, I'm gonna tell you a story of a family friend that bought his first car that he ever rode. That's his, let's say, dream car, and it's really cheap, a couple of €1,000. But when he could afford a couple of cars, he bought that car, particularly that car, the same number, everything. Sentimental value is one thing. The other thing is price. I just saw the channel in Slovenia for watches, and he gave cheaper alternatives to those watches that everybody wants, and I was just like, nobody really wants to buy those cheaper ones because you want that watch, the more expensive one. So yeah, maybe it can be that. And the argument to that is maybe you don't have any sentimental values or whatever that makes you want to buy that bike. Maybe it's just that the bike is special, made especially for you. So that's the second thing I think that makes it a dream. Final thing for me is with a brand like Pinarello, I've met a lot of the guys that are working there. I also met I met Fausto, who is the CEO, and yeah, that connection with the brand, that also gives you some sentimental value. And in the previous company we were selling Pinarello from the beginning, or almost the beginning, so more than, I don't know, 25 years. And that's the third thing, so the connection with the people that are working there. I will give you 3 examples of my dream bikes. First 2 are maybe sentimental values and that expensive part, something that you always wanted but you never could afford it. And the third thing is a bike that's made specially for you, which gives it that cherry on top of the cake, and that it's also affordable option. So yeah, the sentimental value for me, and good for me that it's probably one of the brands that's most desirable. It's the Pinarello brand. So I've ridden Pinarellos for a long time, from the first Galileo that I had, and then to owning a couple of F8s, F10s, F12s. I've just ridden the new Dogma F, or the 2024 model, and that's the brand that I think I will always have a sentimental value to. It's also a really good brand to race on. The bike handles amazingly, so yeah, I think it's one of the top 3 bikes in the world right now that I would want to buy, if not top 2. So yeah, that's one thing. The second thing is the BMC. So the brand, I think I first saw it in person, I don't know how many years ago, was at ASOS meeting. All of those guys had BMCs, and yeah, from that point on I always wanted to ride it. A couple of years when we just started, with approved, I finally rode it, and I rode 4 different models now. So the road machine, team machine, time machine, and team machine air, and all of the bikes are really amazing. So yeah, I cannot say anything bad about the BMC bikes. The new team machine air, especially the masterpiece that just came out, I think that's probably the #1 bike in the world for me right now. I rode the normal one, so not the masterpiece, and it's probably the most complete bike that you can own right now. And the masterpiece, I think it's just that a little bit better, and if you can afford it, that's the bike to get. Especially for me, that would be my dream bike. I would put it on the wall, and yeah, that's the bike I would want if I had, I don't know, 20,000 euro to spend on. That would be the bike to get. Third thing is a bike that's specially made for you, that you picked every component yourself. You just know that the bike was made for you, the color, the saddle, you pick the tires, the crankset, yeah, pretty much everything that goes on the bike. With me, I like the ceramic speed OSPVs. I think they add that little touch to the bike. Also, if the chain is a different color, that's also something that's, yeah, that looks a bit different from all the other OEM bikes. So yeah, for me, that's the bike that I ride right now. So the Nich bike, it's usually the bike, at least this brand, and with the specifications that we have, it's a little bit less expensive than the bikes that I talked about earlier. So here the frame is less than 3,000 euro. The team machine, the Dogma F, they're all around, I think, 6,500 to 7,000 euro. I'm calling the full MSRP prices, so not if you have some discounts on websites, stuff like that. So yeah, let me just show you guys what I mean regarding the special build bike, what I like. So yeah, maybe you guys get an idea for your bike, and yeah, you can build something that is, yeah, special for you. So here we have a Berg saddle. You see the gold writing. It matches first with the gold spokes. Here are the gold decals. Then we have the OSPV in blue, and also the color scheme is blue. All the decals on the frame are also in gold, so the Nich sign, and also in the hubs with the gold. So yeah, I think that what's make it special. And then what I tell all my service guys, or especially one right now, I like my levers to be turned a little bit on the inside, not like the pros have it like this. I just have it a little bit for the past, I don't know, 5 years plus. I like my stem a little bit longer, with just a couple of spacers below. And the saddle, yeah, it's not that tall for my height, but I prefer it this way. I had it taller, I think 2-3 centimeters, but yeah, I prefer it like this. These are some details regarding the dream bikes. So this is the more affordable option. This bike will cost you, so the full price, I think it's around 6,600. So with the Ultegra Di2, with the wheels that cost around 2,000 euro, ceramic speed OSPV, but this is the price without the saddle and the pedals, because I feel that all of the bikes saddles are usually swapped for something that the customer likes, and yeah, pedals are just bought separately anyways. So, and here's the bonus. So what's the final category of dream bikes? And one more thing that makes Nich a dream bike for me is, as you guys know, we've started to import these bikes, so we're a distributor. The thing is, in January I'm going to meet those guys in Thailand. I think the customer support, everything is really being good from their side, and for us as a distributor, and because we handle all of our clients' bikes, stuff like that, it makes it a lot easier to handle all of the possible warranties, stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's just for us as a distributor, and for me, that makes it a lot better to sell these bikes, to have a good feeling about the company. And yeah, just so you know, that's also a big part of why I'm so excited about this brand. And maybe yeah, I'm a little bit biased sometimes, which I talk with the cyclists that I have around, but yeah, I just cannot help it. It's for the price that you guys are getting the bike. I think it's yeah, I think it's one of the best offers on the market right now, the way it handles and everything. I'm not saying that it's the same as the Dogma F or the Team Machine Air, but here you get the whole bike for the price of a frame in those companies. So yeah, in my opinion, that's also something to be considered also with the dream bikes. And now let's go to the final fourth, that special Aura bike. The fourth option of the dream bike are the models like titanium frames, steel frames, maybe some special carbon fiber like from Bear Composite. You're not sure how it's going to ride, or maybe you can expect that it won't ride like the best race bike, but yeah, they are special in the the details of in the frame. Just a few bike companies that I think make one of the most beautiful steel or titanium bikes are so Officina Battaglin, Bastione, then you have 22 bikes, I think they are from the States. So yeah, those bikes, in my opinion, if I would have around 20,000 euro to spend, those will also be my options, but that would be for probably my second road bike, not the first. The first I still prefer the race bikes, the way they handle and everything. Yeah, so for me the first bike would be a race bike, a second one would be like the Sunday ride kind of bike, and I think in that category are those three companies. Four, I'm not sure how they ride, maybe I do them injustice right now and they ride like the race bike, but from the material that they are made, probably they don't have the same characteristics as a race bike. In the conclusion, I always like to say that we sell dreams and feelings and not just the product. So yeah, I like to say sell bikes that put a smile on the customer's face. So go get your dream bike, let's ride.